Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time we took on the Champions Ballad trials, and in doing so we got Urbosa's Fury Plus, and we also witnessed Kass fulfilling Urbosa's song, and well, believe it or not, Kass is at the next area, trying to learn Revali song. Because yes, in this video, we're going to be taking on the Medoh trials, and these are all associated with the Champions Ballad as we make our way to these new areas within Hyrule that have more areas for us to discover and more trials for us to take on. So we managed to finish one, and that was Boris giving us the, Urbosa's Fury Plus, and to get Revali's Gale Plus, as well as just to finish this new quest we have. We must make our way here. Pretty much each point pinned on our map is one of the locations, but we're gonna do Revali's because, like I said, I'm gonna do them in my favorite order, and I guess Revali is my second favorite now. He was my first, but I don't know. I feel like Urbosa is just overall better. But hey, let's go ahead and land real quickly. Whee! And yes, before we land, once again, I applaud your courage in coming here. So the same bit of dialogue is going to happen to each one of these you reach, and while the locations that will be revealed to you are the trials that will enhance the power sleeping within. Okay, let's see these new images. Do not let your guard down. This is actually, I want to say, a very easy set of trials we have, similar to just the Divine Beast Medoh as a whole. It's overall very easy altogether. So, as you can see, one is located in the flight range, very obvious, and then there are other two that we're going to get a better look at, and I'll be sure to pinpoint them on our map so we can do these trials. But of course, we're not here alone. There's someone else, obviously. The one who was playing the music. That stone monument just started glowing. I suppose that proves I didn't imagine it the first time. Yes, it happened again. And how long have you been here? I didn't even notice your arrival. Hey, what's up, Kass? Yes, once again, we meet again, and it seems you caught me, well, talking to myself again. Look at this. Yeah, here's one of the stone monuments mentioned by my teacher's unfinished song, and his goal is to finish these songs. So, sweet joy, how glorious to sing this in front of a real monument. The song my teacher left. This is a verse of the trials that Champion Revali overcame. So, yes, let's go ahead and listen to this and see what trials we must take on in these new 3 locations. So, Windblight soars the land of cloud. Medoh's champion, swift and proud. The hero's power shall grow. Seek trials, monument show. Alright, and this is it. This is what we want to actually keep in mind. So 1, shoot the flame dragon's horn. Alright? 2, race down a peak rings adorn. Okay? And 3, shoot for targets to win. Cool. That sounds pretty easy. Champion, the trials begin! Yay! Alright! I love how you get to hear this little piece of music before, and you get to hear the song. The song move you? Not really, but I'm enjoying it, Kass, a lot. It's so awesome how important Kass is to all of this. The side quest is overall so cool having Kass involved with the music. It's kind of like all of the shrine quests with Kass. But anyways, yes, the confidence it must have taken to master Divine Beast. How inspiring. My teacher's dream is now mine to fulfill. An unfinished song weighs heavily on a bard's soul. I will not allow it. But in order to see the dream to fruition, I must learn more about the champions of long ago. Thankfully, Tiba and the Rito village elder, Keneally, told me some wonderful stories of the Rito champion. Yet this his unfinished song still pulls at my heart, and so my hometown is nothing but a stopping point on this journey of mine. So yeah, Kass seems to be very, very determined on finishing to where his home is just a stopping point. He must continuously travel and learn the remainder of these lyrics, aka fill them up himself. So, okay, let's go ahead and start these trials though, while he sits and, wonders. But obviously the first one, as mentioned, is going to be, let me go ahead and just get a nice look at it with the, camera. As you can see, yeah, right in the center as well, where we had some target practice way back, and that is over here. So let's go ahead and place it. Yes, literally the flight range. So anyways, the next area, let's go ahead and check it out. This is, well, if you couldn't tell by the way it's structured, HEBRA Peak, and we just need to somehow find something over here. So, let's go ahead and place literally something right by HEBRA Peak. Luckily, we could just teleport to this. This is not the top of HEBRA Peak, it's underneath it. I believe that's where we're going to find what we need. But the last one, as you can see, is over here, and this is the giant gap between the land right here, the canyon course and all of that. And as you can see, yeah, essentially we're gonna want to make our way here. This is the exact area it was showing us, because as you can see on the map, there's some extra, like, there's a bit of land, like a cliff point where we can stand on without falling all the way in there. And if you look at the map, this is actually exactly it. So yeah, and apparently something's gonna happen through here. But let's get started by, I guess, making our way to the first one. And this one's kind of, well, they're all away from each other, so we're gonna have to teleport to each one either way. So let's teleport to our first one and take on the very first trial ahead of us. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like I said before, these are easy. It's like the Divine Beast Va Medoh. For a trial, we're gonna have a super easy time, because each one is just pretty straightforward from the trial itself to the shrine within it. So there's gonna be nothing slowing us down. And as you know from taking on the last one, there's obviously a boss fight at the very end, and that's also very easy. I mean, it's not saying that any of them are hard, but I'd say that one is one of the easier ones in my opinion. But okay, as much as I want to use the cape, you know what? No, let's use the cape. I can't help it. I really like this cape, so we're going to continue using it. I just want to use it for as long as I can. So to withstand the cold here, we're just going to go ahead and, yeah, keep the Medoh mask on. I mean, we're doing the Medoh quest, so it makes sense. And yes, as you can see, some new targets have been added to the flight range, and this is what we need to do. As Kass said in his song, hit 4 targets, and he literally means that, but you have to shoot them in a row while you're doing your slow-mo awesome attack. Luckily, we'll be able to do it very easily right here. So let's grab our arrows. I guess we'll use ice arrows because I don't have anything else. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and I actually want to drop, but I guess not. There we go. So yes, 4 in a row. Voila. Yeah, it's that easy, as you can see. And the locations are so easy to find. I'll be honest, this one was so straightforward, it was ridiculous. The, previous one, the only one that gave me a bit of trouble was the whole Sheikah clone thing. And I'll be honest, some of the shrines, had me scratch my head, but these ones are so straightforward. It's pretty nice, but I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not saying I want them all to be easy or anything at all. Like, I don't mean that. But okay, as you can see, the shrine is at the very bottom. All of this. Let's go ahead and drop down. There's an upwards draft constantly pushing you up, so it's a bit hard to fall if you're trying to avoid the fall damage here. But anyways, there we go. So, a new shrine awaits. Let's see what's inside. And yes, to continue the theme of the, Tabantha region and overall the Rito people, similar to how all of the new shrines were a very electric base and similar to how all of the other shrines in the Gerudo region were, well, these ones are all wind based, similar to how all the shrines within this region is. So yeah, you're gonna feel like you're just taking on another shrine you took on before, one very similar. It's really nice, and again, I just enjoy it. It's just adding additional shrines, if anything, and we're getting even stronger. While I do think we're getting a little bit too powerful, I don't care. But okay, man, Link always is gonna look freaking awesome with this cape. Like, I can't help it. Doesn't matter what he wears. I actually really like the long hair with the cape. It kind of fits. Like, this helmet works with the cape a lot, and yeah, just look at it flow in the wind. It's gonna take me a while to get used to, but okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and now shoot this. Again, I have to use the arrows I don't want to use, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. So here we go. This is where bomb arrows might come in handy, at least one right here, as you can see, by shooting these. And then let's go ahead and shoot this. Bam, one switch down. Now our goal is to shoot all of the switches, activate them, and then we can easily make our way forward. But we have to find the remaining switches. So where are they, you may wonder? Well, I guess we should start looking for them. So one is actually right over here, as you can see. Just shoot through that. I know it seems weird to shoot through it, because like in older Zelda games that would be considered an invisible wall. You can't go through it while there's bars. But if you think of it realistically, yeah, an arrow could manage to make its way in there. So that's how you get that one. This one is just like this, really straightforward. But there's still, I believe, one more left. So where is that, my friends? Let's go ahead and just quickly jump down. Whoa! Okay. Gotta be extra careful here because I don't want to fall either. But we can use all of these currents to help us up. And aha, this is the last one actually. Probably the last one, I feel like. We'll figure out right now. I don't know if it's this easy, but as you can see, we're going to want to back up just a little as the fan right here starts to blow, and then use your, you know, slow-mo and arrows to quickly shoot it. If you manage to get in there, I believe you just have to wait for another current to blow and open up the door. It's pretty straightforward. But okay, so I do believe we're pretty much done now that we've hit all of the switches. I want to say we've done all of the switches, but we're going to figure out right now. Okay, we're making our way up, and I think, yeah, we did it. Nice. Okay, very, very straightforward. So, there's a chest over there. Do I care? No. I'm going straight for the end. So, here we go. Yeah, this was actually really awesome with the cape. I can't help it, but I guess I'm going to be using this throughout, I guess, every single Divine Beast trial and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Really depends. What do you guys think? You guys like the cape? Should I continue using it? Should it be my new attire for the game? You know, from always using the, you know, Tunic of the Wild, now I feel like this is our new thing. But okay, anyways, as you can see, we're going to be bestowed upon a gift. Yes, Medoh's emblem. This is our first one, and well, 3 more to go, but I'll be honest, they're going to be as straightforward and as simple as this trial, so yeah, they're going to be pretty easy to do. So let's go ahead and, well, collect our first piece. I guess now we can leave. I don't really need to see this, but I do believe she has to tell you this part. So collect 3 emblems to open up the path to a new challenge. Alright, cool. 2 remain. And you know what just hit me? What's really awesome about this DLC is once you do make it to the challenge after all of these trials, you're able to refight the boss again and again, and that was something I got really upset over. I'm like, okay, it's cool that we can constantly refight Ganon like every other Zelda game. The final boss never dies, but I wish there was like a boss gauntlet or a way to refight all the blight forms. And well, yeah, I can refight Thunderblight anytime just by revisiting Vah Naboris, and I'll have that flashback again. It's such a cool concept and how that works. But okay, and, you know, I'll show it off once we finish up these trials to show you guys how we can take on the, you know, the divine you know, beast boss here as well. But okay, anyways, to HEBRA Mountains, my friends, where we're gonna find the next trial where we must take on, and yeah, hopefully it will be it's gonna be really easy. We're gonna overcome it pretty simply. I mean, the last one that we're gonna be doing is the one where you have to hit a dragon's horn. This one is when Kass said you have to go through rings or something like that. So we're gonna be essentially shield surfing, similar to what we did before with the, you know, sand seals and heading through all of the rings in the previous trial of Vah Naboris. Well, this one is just like it. But okay, for some reason I never melt this, so I think it's about time to do this. There we go. No, I broke my Great Eagle bow. We're gonna have to head back and get another one, because I feel bad. I mean, it's, you know, Revali's bow, so I want to use it for this. It only fits. But I mean, I guess I can get that a bit later on. Let's see, do we have any other good bows? I mean, okay, we actually have the Swallow bow, which I'm gonna have to use for Revali's bow. But we'll use the, you know, 5-shot Savage Lionel bow. It's very OP. But as you can see, yeah, from literally leaving the shrine, you're instantly thrown into some racing. Race against the thingies, yeah. Okay, whoa, I can't go too high because that's gonna prevent me from making it in time. Come on. Okay, we're good. But yeah, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to make it to one, because once you reach the first one, it, you know, resets, luckily. Wow, I was so close to hitting a snowball there, but okay. Not bad. And then let's go through this one. Oh, as you can see, it tricked me. I thought it was gonna head down the other pathway, but it didn't, but it's fine. We're still able to continue on. I actually like these. Again, like I said, it's a nice change of pace from the other types of puzzles we do and challenges we have, to where I don't know, I just overall really appreciate this kind of stuff. But okay, can we reach this? I mean, I had a major slowdown, but I think we're fine. I mean, we've done so many challenging Korok Seeds before, or at least I have. Well, they weren't really challenging, but I feel like, yeah, once you do a couple Korok Seeds, you get this down altogether. But okay, anyways, the final one, yeah, you have to kind of predict where it's gonna end up, and just like that, we did it, my friends. The power is in us, and I don't really think we absorbed any power, but we did. We went through all the rings, and wow, another shrine. And to me, this is a great way to utilize the open world. We should add more shrines in it. Screw it. This is how DLC should be. Add more to the game, but make it actual, you know, game stuff within the game that was originally in the game, not just more DLC outfits. Because just finding certain chests in certain locations, it's fun, but it gets stale. This is just completely new, you know, content to the game. And yeah, I freaking love it. Too bad I think DLC is over for Breath of the Wild. They kind of sort of hinted to maybe more, but I feel like Nintendo's done. I think maybe Breath of the Wild is done. We might get a Game of the Year edition with all of the DLC in one, kind of the final version of Breath of the Wild. Clearly when that comes out, I'm purchasing it. I need the Game of the Year edition. Hopefully Nintendo does release a quote-unquote Game of the Year edition early next year, you know, to celebrate it winning Game of the Year and overall to make, you know, like the whole complete version for people to buy, you know, without having to purchase a DLC separately. But okay, this one here is interesting, right? We gotta mess with a giant ball and bring it to its destination. Master the orb. This is only for masters. It's actually pretty simple, actually, like very simple. It's like ones we've taken on before. So first off, I'm gonna do this. So I already have a little pathway to get the ball across there, but there's a lot more we need to do now, and one of them being, as you can see, this. Yeah, the ball instantly falls like that. So to prevent it from falling like that, we need to use these magnesis walls. Shut it like that, and voila. And then quickly grab this, push it over here, grab this, push it over there. Uh-oh. No, run away, okay. Phew. And stand on this. And I think we're done. That's it. So we're going to let this slowly go. Very, very, very slowly. And then, so this thing doesn't end up tilting and dropping it, we're going to have to use stasis on it. So right now. And then let it drop through this. 1, 2. And now, there you go. You did it. So as long as it doesn't have momentum to roll off like that, you're good. Because all you need to do now is just step on this switch. And by stepping on it, bam. I think it should solve it for us immediately. Yep. Luckily, it perfectly lands, even when it's slowed down, so you don't have to worry about, like, doing anything crazy like that. And come on! Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't in midair, but I felt like doing that again. I love, you know, just shield jumping when the game pauses you like that. But alright, so there we go. Another one down, as I said. Really straightforward. I wasn't, you know, messing around with this one. But okay, last one, even more straightforward than before. And I really like the concept of this one, because I think it moves an NPC from one area to a different area for this specific shrine. And I appreciate, like, the small bit of lore they add to this shrine that we're going to be getting. Like, you know, you actually interact with an NPC instead of just the environment. But one remains. Okay, cool. We got this. Seems like we have to hear this part. We can't actually skip it, but now we can skip. There we go. Might be because maybe the game's loading, or I don't know. I doubt it, because now we're loading, so never mind. But alright, let's go ahead and, well, attempt the final trial before we're given, I guess, an even bigger trial to take on. Because, yeah, don't forget, we still have the boss fight, but like everything else, it will be pretty simple. So yeah, look at that, shrine by shrine, very close. But this one looks a bit better because obviously it has the quadrant of all the Titan heads, as you can see. Medoh, Naboris, what's it called, Rudania, and then Ruta. Okay, anyways, with that done, now here. So I guess teleporting to HEBRA Tower and then jumping off will take us straight to where we need to go. So let's do exactly that. So yeah, to HEBRA Tower, and I'm just going to head straight to that little cliffside where we can actually chill and await a dragon to eventually hit it when its horns glow. Because I do believe that's exactly what Kass said in his song. And yeah, I'm sure you might be wondering what that is. I mean, there's only 3 dragon zones in the game. Are they really going to add a new dragon for the shrine? No, of course. They're going to keep the same 3, and one of them is just going to have a little different thing to it. It may not make much sense, but yes, Dinraal, which, for those who know the routes of Dinraal loves to fly from down here into the canyons and kind of fly in between it. It's really sick how Dinraal does that, because you can, you know, be very low with it and kind of walk near it and everything. I freaking love it. Dinraal actually travels, I want to say, the most throughout Hyrule. Well, no, actually, Farosh, you'll find him here and then all the way back here. And then Naydra is mainly here. Mainly just in Cluda / Nehru. But you can find frickin' Dinraal from here, all the way here, down this whole thing. It's insane. And yes, Dinraal is the fire dragon. So that's literally what was in the lyrics as well. I believe it literally mentioned fire dragon. We can even double check, as you can see, shoot the flame of the, shoot the flame dragon's horn. That's what it is. Not the fire, but flame. Close enough. And hey, look, speaking of flames and fire, check that out. Yeah, this is actually a little area that has been added. A little campfire, and luckily, since it's raining, it's not affected because I think the game wants you to sit and use it, which is so awesome. But yes, this dude, so, oh, it's you. I do believe, yeah, we've talked to him in Rito Village. He was chilling before. So what brings you here, man? I came here because the elder tasked me with keeping watch on the dragon that appears around here. It's been appearing quite frequently these days. Everyone's worried it's going to cause trouble for the village. After the incident with Medoh, I can't blame them for worrying. So far, everything seems fine. However, just to be safe, I'll be scoping things out for a while. Come to think of it, the dragon always flies through the valley at night. When it does, its horns light up. Ooh, okay. There's something about it. It's always truly captivating. Okay, cool. So, just wait until nighttime. It's as straightforward as it gets. There's no waiting for a dragon to spawn, no specific timing, you know, you having to memorize a route for it. No, at nighttime, he's going to be standing and waiting for it himself. So you just wait along with him and go in for the horn once you're ready. So let's go ahead and watch. As you can see, General's approaching. I don't think its horns are glowing yet, but it will once it's close enough. And yeah, essentially we hit it and we're done. That's the trial. And it's nice that this NPC literally kind of, you know, gives you the tip and tells you how to do it as well. So it makes it even easier for us. Okay, let's go ahead and just put this on. I think I'm going to need some cool resistance a bit later when we do head back to Medoh by completing this final trial. So I'm going to continue wearing the Medoh helm. I stinking love it. And I do believe we managed to upgrade it fully. So, I mean, I'm getting a lot of defense from just this helmet, as it does serve like a guardian helmet. So it's overall very, very OP. But yes, as our cape flies through the wind, I'm just going to keep running in circles as a way. Okay, maybe that might get a bit distracting. Let's just watch Dinrail, you know? For those who aren't interested in the dragons and how they fly over, but there we go. Okay, so it's very low. Look at how sick this is. We'll fly a bit higher and watch this. There you go. It just lights up with a bunch of Sheikah text on it. So you know it's special. You know this is important. You know this needs to be done. So, yeah. Time to hit the horns. It's so shiny. I need to hit it for myself. Come here, Dinrail. Yes. Give me a piece of that. Yeah! Okay, maybe not fire arrows, but still that will work. Let's just watch it hit. Okay, whoa. Here, let me get closer then. Very close. There we go. This should not miss. And bam. Whoa, look at that light. And voila. Instantly, a shrine appears. It's as simple as that. So let's see what's inside this one. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty straightforward as well. And once we do take it on, we'll just be able to move on to the final part of this. So, alright, let's go ahead and make our way there. And hopefully I can gain some speed and momentum. Sweet. Thank you. And oh wow, we get a piece of its horn no matter what from hitting it. So it's leaving either way. Peace out, Dinrail. After you hit it once, it leaves. So I guess that counts as hitting it. So it's just going to fly up like that. Luckily, it gave us a lot of air, you know, from, you know, it flying up. So it helped out us a lot. And now we can easily claim this next and final shrine for the Medoh trials. So, alright, let's go ahead and enter it. See what awaits, guys. To be honest, I'm really excited to fulfill all of these. I'm having so much fun with these trials, but I can't wait to see what the final reward is. Because, like, for those who don't know, we have 2 more after this. You know, the whole Va Rudania and then Va Ruta. But there's clearly something more after even that. Yes, this DLC kind of goes in. Granted, you can finish it in a day if you're you know, as obsessed with the game as me, but or, you know, anyone if you really just have the time. But yeah, either way, it's just cool that there's definitely a lot more to the game than the first pack of DLC. But okay, so we gotta aim for the stillness, and this is, I want to say, very cheesable, because what I mean by that is, as you can see, there are 2 ways to solve this. One way is throwing this up here, having it fly up, and hoping it explodes like that, and then moving on. The other way is using bomb arrows, and you can honestly use bomb arrows for all of them. So it really depends on what you prefer. I'm gonna go ahead and do it the normal method though, just for fun, to time it, and I mean, screw it, why not, right? This is pretty straightforward, with or without bomb arrows. I just like how bomb arrows can be utilized in a very cheap manner. But, okay, so, to do this one, for those wondering, because it may look a bit difficult, but it's actually super easy, even without bomb arrows. So what you want to do is stasis this, and then just literally place this over here, and let it go. Because once it opens up, bam, and then our goal is to ride it to the other side. Yay! Wow, that was super easy. And now I think we're done. So yeah, we managed to do this with no bomb arrows. I didn't want to use any bomb arrows just because, you know, I like to solve these shrines on video a bit differently than how I would normally do it. Like, I don't really like to cheese things, at least on video. I'll be honest, on stream, completely other story. I'll spam ancient arrows if needed. But, you know, for this, I kind of want to treat it like a walkthrough for those out there who want to follow along, to be able to and not feel like they're missing out if they don't have a specific item or anything like that. So yeah, that's that. But there we go, we got the final piece. Let me just skip this because we've seen it enough. Alright, Medoh's emblem. Now that you've collected the 3 emblems, you must go to the divine beast Medoh. Okay, I'm ready. And here we got the final challenge. So let's go ahead, leave the shrine, teleport straight there, and get ready for it. Sure you guys know what it is. I feel like I already mentioned it several times. But either way, I mean, it's another one down. And I feel like, while Urbosa is, you know, probably my favorite now, champion-wise, I still think champion abilities, Revali's Gale is the best one. So getting a Revali's Gale Plus is definitely something to look forward to. I think that's going to be pretty freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and get it by, yes, attempting to jump into the past and doing exactly as we did before. It's so weird because I feel like these quests are almost as long as a Divine Beast dungeon, and that was a whole dungeon within the game. And this is DLC that has so much meat to it. Like, each one takes us at least over half an hour, even when knowing what to do, because it is a little time consuming. And I love that. Like, trust me, I'm not complaining whatsoever. The more content, the better. Like, I want this to just continuously go and never end. But okay, we made it to the Divine Beast Medoh, and well, it's time for a scene. To the one who approaches this divine beast, in the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. In exchange of Medoh's emblems, you will be granted the chance to tread through the realm of memories. Those who lack determination will find this trial unforgiving. So it's the same thing. You already know what this is leading to. Yes, a boss fight. Do not take this place lightly or dismiss it. It is merely a world within your mind. The truth is much deeper than you know. Here we go. Maybe I should have taken off the helmet, but it doesn't matter. We've seen this before. Weird. Flashback. And alright, we're here, and yes, as you can see, we're in the Rito attire. We have, you know, a Rito bow as well as a simple sword, I believe. The feathered sword, but either way, this is, yeah, the illusory realm that is created. For memories, the enemy you will face is a product of fear that dwells within. You must overcome this fear to proceed. This battle is a trial of the soul. You must emerge victorious using only the tools provided. I think we got this. I mean, we are more than set. This is Windblight. So, yeah. And also, the equipment you get for this one is a bit better than what we had before. I mean, I feel like Urbosa's shield and sword is already good enough. It does great damage, and I mean, you get a shield. To me, a shield is very, very helpful to block attacks and overall just play well. But this one, my friends, is a bit different. We only have a bow to do the majority of our damage, and then we have the feathered sword, as you can see, to do a bit more. But okay, so I'll be honest, this is too easy. Like, this is probably the easiest one, because you're gonna see right now, how many arrows do we have? 100. They give you 100. So all you do is jump in the air, 1, 2, and 3, and then jump down, and let's go ahead and stasis this dude. Wait, crap. Okay, and just kind of will on him, and rinse repeat. There's really nothing more to this. Like, it's doing the same thing again and again because you have so many arrows that even if you know, mess around, you're good. But whoa, I didn't see him shooting up there. Okay, let's quickly head back up. How high are you? Oh, okay, there you are. So let's follow this blue ball. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and knock you down a peg by 1, 2, and 3. Again, at each time you hit them 3 times in the eye, they have to fall and get unconscious to where you can just wail on them as much as possible. Spam the feathered sword. Okay, that's fine. Again, rinse, repeat. You can honestly spam arrows from afar as well if you feel the need to. There's so many ways to do things. Come on, head up, head up. Okay, before we were able to get hit by this. Nice. All right, and it's my turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed one. There we go. Now its head should turn. It should fall down. Okay. Let's go ahead and stasis it again so I get a chance to will on it some more. I'm barely doing damage because of this feathered sword, but it's whatever. It's about to like fall off right now. This is hilarious. Buddy, get up. Whoa, let's not fall off ourselves. Okay, let's head back up here and continue the battle. Move on to phase 2. Now I do have Urbosa's Fury Plus, which I could spam, but again, I kind of want to do this without really sheeping out, at least until the very end. Then I'll just spam it because, I mean, we're past all the phases. So, again, rinse, repeat. This is pretty much what you do non-stop. You know what? Screw it. Let's do this. And... Urbosa! Use it! Yes! There we go. And I moved it to the next phase, just to kind of speed things up. Honestly, yeah, taking your time with the feather sword will take a while. Plus, it will eventually break on you, and you're going to only be able to use arrows. Though, that's still very easy to do, because you can just spam them, because you still have 100. And also, you're given 5 bomb arrows, which I think is pretty helpful. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that is pretty useful. Okay, so, come here, buddy. You got to do this very quickly. 1, 2, wait. 2, no. Ah! Ha! Ha! Avoid it, Blink. Crap. I had no stamina, so I couldn't. My issue there was I let my stamina run out running to the area. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to run. I'm going to, you know, stay calm until I reach it. There we go. Now let's reach him. And we're pretty much going to end him by shooting him again in the eye. 1, 2, 3. And you know what? Let's keep going. Screw it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we could fall, and, well, it's almost gonna break, but you know what? That's fine. If it breaks, I have you with an Urbosa's Fury. Or I could just spam arrows, but, I mean, okay, where are you? Hey, fall down. Boom. And now, you're done for. Goodbye, Ganon. Windblight Ganon, to be exact. Perhaps meeting you here was no coincidence. This is a perfect spot for you to get lost in your thoughts, as well as a perfect spot for me to write a song. Wandering around and listening to the anecdotes about Champion Revali has truly invigorated me. In fact, it has inspired me to honor him in another way, in my own way, separate from my teacher's unfinished song. This is why I felt inclined to roost here, near the divine beast Medoh, which Revali himself mastered. Let's hear this. So, I've written a song to try to capture the essence of Champion Revali. This is it. Recall Medoh's champion of flight, before he fell to his fateful plight. Revali's feat was a wonder to see, so the princess made her plea. And here we go, it's time for the actual memory.
enough. I must stay in the eye of the whirlwind. Must push myself harder. You know, Your Highness, it's rude to eavesdrop.
My apologies. I went to the village and I was told I could find you here.
You have need of me to defeat Calamity Ganon. To slay the beast once and for all. It will be my great pleasure.
Thank you, Revali. If we work together, I'm certain we'll be able to defeat—
However! I know I play the biggest part in helping that little knight with the darkness-sealing sword, correct? Well, if he loses his confidence after seeing me in action, don't come crying to me.
It seems the Rito champion was not one to share his feelings. So, what do you think of the Champion Revali's song? By writing a song that highlights the hidden feelings of Champion Revali, I feel closer to him, even to my dear teacher. I feel much more confident that I can do those missing lyrics justice.
I truly never imagined you would do so well. Regardless, Revali's Gale should be more efficient than ever. As you are, I guess it's theoretically possible for you to best Ganon.
Alright, and well, there we go. We got Revali's Gale Plus. Now, what's interesting is the cutscene with Urbosa. Last time when we did it for Vana Boris, it made me like her more, to where I feel like she's my favorite champion. This cutscene of Revali, it being in the past with Zelda meeting up with him, it makes me dislike him more, because, man, is he, like, there's being confident, and then there's being a cocky asshole, and that's what Revali is, even to the princess. Like, I understand to Link, he's jealous or whatever, but, I mean, to the princess herself even, I feel like it's a bit much. But, you know, I appreciate the, oh wait, crap. Kass literally leaves the second you walk away. That is very weird. That is very, very weird and creepy how that just happens, because I guess he moved on. But as you can see, if I approach this, it will actually offer me the ability to go through this once again. I'll be able to fight Windblight, but I don't want to enter this or anything. Either way, very cool, very awesome that we managed to do another memory, and I'm not hating on Revali altogether. He's still my second favorite champion. I like how he's different, unique. He's very talented, obviously. He's an amazing, you know, archer, but just a little too cocky for even my taste. So yeah, let's go ahead and now make our way to Varuta, and this is where next time we're gonna attempt to, well, I'm sure you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the Varuta trials for the Champions Ballad, and hopefully learn more about Mipha, where we take on all of the challenges near Zora's Domain in the Lanayru province. To me, this is going to be really exciting. I love the way Zora's Domain looks all together, and the areas near it, from the reservoir to the lakes and everything. So it's going to be hype to explore this region again, solve the new trials, and then attempt to take on Water Blight to get Mipha's Grace Plus, and it's gonna be interesting to see what that even does to us. But I think this is where we're gonna end it off. I do want to show off one thing. As you can see, Revali's Gale is much better. It shoots a lot. I mean, I feel like it takes us a lot higher, and it should have a much better cooldown. Let's actually check what the cooldown is for it right now. 1 minute and 53 seconds. That is OP. That is very, 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 very OP. So maybe it doesn't give us more distance. Maybe that's the only thing it gives us. But either way, as you can see, what is that, my friends? Well, if we open up our adventure log and hit Champions Ballad, 2 more await. And yes, the next one's here, and then the last one's over there. So next time, we're going to be doing the Varuta Champions Ballad Trials. And we're going to make our way over. I'm trying to figure out. There you go. I got confused. We're going to go over there to where the orange line is. To hopefully meet up with Kass and do exactly what we did in this one. This time for Varuta. So I'm very excited to continue on with this. I hope you guys are as well. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next one.